In this series, I started a mowing business with $0 and a push mower, and became one of the biggest mowing companies around. But I made a mistake, and I ended up in jail for 6 months, which caused me to lose millions of dollars and almost going bankrupt. Will I be able to make it back, or will I fail? Stay tuned to find out. Welcome back everyone to another episode of the mowing series. Right now, I've been driving for close to 30 hours, but I think I found a new spot we can start over. But at least we're not starting from scratch. So we got a truck, we got a mower, and we got $40,000. So that should help us get started. Now, before we do anything, I need to stop to a gas station. Alright, so I topped the truck and mower up. We spent $150, so we should be good for a little bit. Before I go knocking on doors and see if we can get some mowing contracts, I need to stop by the place we're going to be renting. And guys, I hope it looks better in person than it did online. I needed something that was cheap, so this place is okay. That person cut me off. Anyways, like I was saying, this place is $500 a month, and maybe in the future we'll get something a little bit better, but for now this should do. According to the GPS, it should be up here on the left. Is this the place? Oh, it looks a lot worse in person, but for $500 a month, I mean, what am I expecting? It was either this or a tent, and I'm pretty sure this is a better option. Well, check out the place. So we do have a tool shed. Hopefully we can fit our mowers in here because I don't want to repeat of last time. Okay, it's a good size. I should be able to fit at least one. And now for the moment I've been dreading. Let's go look at the inside. So there was no pictures. I don't know what it looks like in here. What in the world? This is not what I was expecting. Oh, trailer park boys. Okay, so we got a seating area, we got a kitchen, we got a bathroom, and a bedroom. This place looks like it was just recently upgraded. You would never tell from the outside, so I think this might be a really good deal. The only problem is the outside don't look that good, so we're gonna take the mower, clean everything up, and try to make everything look a bit nicer. Now, I don't have a chainsaw or a machete, so the bushes are gonna have to stay for now. When we run to town and find a hardware store, I might pick that up. I really think if I clean up the front and wash off the house, it would look 10 times better. But if you guys are enjoying the mowing series and would like to see it continue, smash the like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Oh, there's so much grass here. It gotta be close to 2 feet long. I might have to go over it a second time. My mower's just not keeping up with it. Maybe I gotta sharpen the blades on this mower. I did have it for over a year now, and I'm after hitting that many rocks. Maybe that could be the reason. And finally I got this property done. Well, not completely. We got the lawn mowed. We still gotta cut down all the bushes, but I came here to make money, and if I'm doing my own property, I'm really not making any. So I'm gonna go down the road and knock on doors, and this is feeling really weird. We didn't do this in over a year, but it feels kind of nice to start over. We can build this business a little bit different, and hopefully this time we don't make any enemies. And now for the moment of truth. Are we gonna get our very first contract on the very first door we knock on? And we never got it. Well, I kind of figured that you don't get that lucky after first try, so we're gonna go to the next house. And the problem with this subdivision, where the properties are so big, I gotta drive to the next house. Look how far away it is. I mean, I could walk, but I'm kind of lazy, remember? Alright, so I'm just pulling up to the second house of the day. Let's see if we can get them as a client. Yes, we got our very first contract in Elm Creek, so we're gonna get the mower off. Now, I really wish I had a ride-on lawnmower because as you can tell, this property is massive. It's gonna take me close to 2 hours to do this property. There's a lot of walking involved. I'm not a big fan of walking, so I'm gonna be taking breaks whenever possible. I do have money to buy a ride-on lawnmower, but I don't want to buy a brand new one. They cost just too much. So I've been looking on Marketplace, and I just can't find one. I'm hoping I can get one soon because this is gonna get old really quick. And at this rate, I'm not making much money for the amount of time it takes me to do a property. I've been doing this close to 15 minutes now, guys, and I don't even have one pass done. Well, I also took 3 breaks, but besides that, this is still taking a long time. What in the world is going on up here? I mean, I'm not parked on the road, so why aren't they going around? Strange. Yeah, I definitely need a ride-on lawnmower. This is taking so long. I'm debating buying a brand new one. I do have $39,000. If I buy everything brand new, that money's gonna go pretty quick. But on the other hand, if I buy a used mower off Marketplace, and I had the same problem I had last time where we lost the motor on the very first job we did, I'm gonna be pretty upset because that cost me over $8,000. You're better off buying new. At least you get warranty. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Oh, I finally got this property done. It took me close to 2 hours to do, and my legs are like jello, but we got it done. Now it's time for my favorite part. We're gonna go collect the money, And I just made $200 off this job. Now, in the future, I might put the prices up a little bit. That seems pretty low for the size of property, but I'm trying to get some clients before I upcharge. Anyway, I went on Marketplace and I found something, guys. I know I didn't want to buy used, but this seemed like a really good deal and I didn't want to pass it up. Wow, this mower is bringing back some memories. We had about 2 of these in our mowing career. And guess what? This will be our third. We're going to see if we can get it for a better price. It looks to be in good shape. Yes! Okay, so we get this mower for $1,200. He wanted $2,000 for it, but I made a deal with him. I'm going to mow his property, and I found out that mower is not running the best. It needs a carb kit, so he took off $800. I'm just hoping that's the only problem, because if I just bought another lemon, I'm going to be so mad. Okay, so he just told me there's a hardware store not too far away from here that should have carb kits, and it should only cost around $50 to $100, so that's not too bad. If that's the only problem with this mower, I'm hoping it is, guys. I really need this mower to work. So I've been doing this property for close to 10 minutes now, and guys, my legs are still sore from the other property. So I think before we go do any more mowing, we're gonna hit up that hardware store and see if we can get the carb kit, run back to the property and get it put on. I don't want to use this push mower more than I have to, and if we can get that other one running, I'd be pretty happy. Alright, so we got this property done, and it didn't take me too long to do. I called the hardware store. They do have a couple carb kits there, so we're gonna run over. I typed in the address on my GPS, and it's about a 15-minute drive, so we're gonna load the mowers up. Oh, okay, that should be good. Whoa, that was hard to do. They barely fit. I think in the future, we're definitely gonna need a trailer because that ride-on lawnmower is really heavy. I don't want to keep hauling it in and out, and if we need both the mowers, it's gonna be pretty hard hauling them in and out. So I think our next purchase will be a trailer, a cheap one. Alright, so I just bought the carb kit. It ended up being $25. Then I bought a jerry can. We're definitely going to need it. These properties are big and our mowers are going through a lot of fuel. I was going to try to fix the mower here, but I don't have the proper tools. So we're going to run back to the property, get that fixed, and hopefully we can get some more properties to mow. There we go. We just got to tighten down this last bolt. Oh, here we go. Oh, and we just snapped it off. Okay. I mean, it got 3 other bolts. It should be pretty good. And now for the moment of truth. Will this mower start? Okay, well, that's a problem. I think the battery might be dead. Well, I'm hoping anyway. I do have booster cables in the truck, so we're going to bring the truck over and try to jump this. Hopefully it starts. I just paid $1,200 for this mower, and if it don't start, I don't know what I'm going to do. I know there's some back here somewhere. Oh, there they are. Okay, so we're going to hook it up to the battery. There we go. Positive, negative. Where's the battery on this? Oh, there it is. So we're gonna hook that up. Please, please let this start. Here we go. Oh, it's so close. It's a lot better than before. Yes, it fired up. Now I'm just going to take these off in reverse order. There we go. Take that off. Put in back the truck. Move the truck. And I guess I should probably try the mower out before I load it back up. I gotta make sure it cuts grass. Well, it drives, so let's see how good the blades are on bottom. Here we go. We're going to drop the deck. Okay, it's working. Nice. The blades seem pretty sharp, so that's one less thing we gotta do. Now, the previous owner did tell me he only bought this probably 2 years ago, and he didn't use it that much. He let it sit, and that's probably why the carb gave out, and the battery was dead. Ugh. Oh, this is so heavy. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a trailer. I can't be doing this every property, but before I decide to go spend more money, I should see if we're going to make any. So we're going to see if we can get a couple more properties to do. It's still pretty early. Well, good news, guys. So I put a flyer down at the gas station, and we got our very first call from that one. So we're going to be doing this property right here, and hopefully the calls keep coming in, and we can get a lot of contracts. It's not like last time where we're going to need probably 80 contracts to make it work. We have a very low overhead to keep this operation running here, so we only need about 20 contracts to make it work. Obviously, I want a lot more than that, so we're going to try to aim for at least 60 contracts. That way we're making some money. And if we can get more than that, I'm going to have to hire on a couple of people because that's a lot of contracts, especially for how big these properties are. So hopefully we can get to that, but I don't see that coming anytime soon. We're pretty new in this area. I mean, we just got here today, and it's going to take a while for us to build our name and reputation. But I think we're doing all right so far. What is this, our 3rd contract of the day, and it's still pretty early. There's still a lot of time to get more contracts. And this time, I'm going to try not to make any enemies because you know what happened last time? Yeah, that's the reason we had to move. I'm starting to think it was probably a good thing because we needed a change of scenery, and over here it seems a lot better. It seems like there's a lot more money we could make. Now, I don't have the prices set very good right now. I'm trying to figure out what the rival mowing companies are charging, and I'm trying to charge closer to that, but right now I don't know what they're charging, so I'm probably doing these at a discount. Anyways, I got that property done, and I did it way faster, guys. That only took me an hour to do. It's so much better with a ride-on lawnmower. But before I load it up, I'm gonna run over to this house over here and see if we can get them as a client. Yes, so we just got our 4th client of the day, so we're gonna be coming by every week to do these properties. That's gonna be a lot of work, and I'm glad I bought this mower now. That's if we don't have any more problems. But at this rate, I think I should buy a trailer, so when I get some time, I'm gonna look on Marketplace and see if we can find a used one that don't cost too much. Well, I just took a 5-minute break. I looked on Marketplace, and there's not a big selection of trailers in this area. I did find 4, but I narrowed it down to 2 that are pretty much the same price. Now, one is a bit smaller, but it's brand new, and the other one is a couple years older. It's longer, but it do need tires, so I don't know which one I'm going to get yet. I think the shorter one might be the better option just because it's pretty much brand new. The only problem with that is if we do buy another mower, that trailer is just not long enough. I really got to think about this, and good thing I got another 45 minutes of mowing to think. And just like that, I got this property done, and I made $250 off it. Now I gotta go across the road, collect the rest of the money, and I made another $200 off this property. So before we go mow anymore, I'm gonna go see if I can get this trailer, and I decided to get the short one. It just seemed like a better option for right now. I mean, we can always upgrade in the future if we're doing good. Well, according to the GPS, it's just up here on the right, so we're gonna make this turn. Okay, well, I see the trailer. Okay, well, that looks a lot smaller in person than it does in the pictures, but I think it should still work. We're gonna pull over, check it out, make sure everything looks good. The tires look good, the boards are good, everything looks amazing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy it. Whoa, that was a bit more than I thought. Well, I paid $6,000 for this trailer. He said he paid $10,000 for it. I don't believe that, but I do need a trailer. I just can't be lifting this mower up and down the whole time. So we're gonna get this hooked up and see if we can get a couple more mowing jobs. Okay, well that's not gonna work. I thought I had a trailer hitch. I'm gonna run down to AutoZone to see if we can get a trailer hitch, and I'll see you guys when I get one. Holy smokes, I just paid $150 for this trailer hitch. I did get a lock for it. I'm making sure no one steals this one. Let's try this again. Hopefully we got no more problems. I'm just gonna back up, get this hooked up, and see if we can get another contract. There we go, hook this up. Yeah, that's a lot better. Alright, so I'm ready to hit the road. I'm gonna go back up to that subdivision. I think we should be able to get a contract. But this is actually gonna be it for this video. If you guys are enjoying this series and would like to see it continue, smash the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.